Are you crazy?
See you next Tuesday.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to See You Next Tuesday. My name is Bruce.
I'm Tyler. Thanks for coming in. Obviously, as you can tell, it's spoopy week. It's Halloween week. We're here in costume. I am Bruce Bell dressed up.
I am just Tyler.
Fair.
On a Tuesday.
Very accurate representation. Today we got some goodies for you. As always, shout outs to the main sponsors, Dubby. You know, Dubby, we couldn't do it without you guys. That performance energy drink is what is keeping me alive. Other than that, the other shout out we want to give out to is Polka Dots Boutique. Polka Dots Boutique, the old, beautiful building in Old Town Lansing. You know what you want. If you want some chic, get it at the boutique. That's the new one. I gotta send that to the team. They gotta use that.
You want some chic? Go to the boutique.
Exactly.
Right.
And then the biggest one is today's episode is actually fully sponsored by Glorious Cannabis Co. We're super excited and ecstatic to work with them. If you've seen any of the prior content, you'd know that they were sponsors for Boonie Bash. We really love their team, really love what they've got. You've seen Chris Lee on a couple episodes already as well. That's Crit Lee on all socials. He's also a glorious guy. So we got
shout out. We love Chris.
Oh, we always love Chris when he's not playing Krenko. That's a deep cut for you.
You know what? That's my Krenko, though, so I can't complain.
Yeah, it's Krenko, though. Krenko, the man of nightmares. I feel like that's a good place to segue into the episode.
Sure.
Spoopy week. It's a spoopy theme. We got a couple things to talk about that I wanted to bring up to you. The first one is Midsummer. Listen, guys. Bruce hasn't watched it, but I watched it. It's a good movie. Just not my favorite. I don't know. I wish I could give you guys a more detailed answer because I know people are going to hate on me for it. But realistically, there were so many open-ended things. There were so many things that were like done off screen that just like came in. They were impactful, but it just doesn't matter. You weren't there for it, right? And like to an extent, I understand the filmmaking decision behind it, but it just wasn't for me. Like I wanted to know what was going on. I wanted some detail there. Again, the filmography was fantastic. I think that the acting was really good. The writing was good. The plot was a fresh take on a kind of used plot line. But yeah, guys, just not for me.
Yeah, like I said before, Midsummer is one of those movies. I haven't seen it yet, and it's one that I've been told that I need to see for years. But it's been hyped up so much that like this is the hipster in me, and I always fault me for it, whatever. But it's been hyped up so much that I'm like, I don't think I can even bring myself to watch it. It's just like
that's real.
There's no way that it's ever gonna live up to what people have set it up to be, you know, and. I don't know. I know it does a lot of it's praised for like a lot of really cool things it does with like you said, the cinematography and kind of focusing on psychedelics and stuff. But yeah, man, it's just
they were tripping balls.
I've never heard nobody has whenever they've pitched it to me too, it's always been that. It's always been like, oh, there's some really interesting things with the cinematography. Like they really showcase these certain things in really interesting ways. I don't think I've ever had anybody actually give me like a plot synopsis. Like this is what the movie's about and why you should like it. The movie is literally, it's a locked away civilization's midsummer festival and all the fucked up antics. That is literally the whole movie's plot. And I wish that there was more to it. I wish that they gave you reasons for things. There's like no like monster or killer or anything. I mean, I asked that like that's going to make it a better movie. I know it doesn't need that. But they're not even praying to like a specific god. It's just I mean, a lot of crazy stuff can go down. Yeah, 100%. Like and stuff. Locked away cultures like that. It's cool. Like there's like some other meanings behind it. And like when you get to the end, there's answers to some of the questions you have. Sure. But like, yeah, I mean, like that's the whole thing. And that's why I said it's a fresh take on that. Cause like, I feel like we've seen movies like that where people are, lost, find a new culture, get stuck in it, blah, blah, whatever. Or just like the festivals that go bad. Who knows? Maybe I'd love it. I liked Skinamarink. So that's real. I fucked with Skinamarink. I've watched it twice. That's real. They ain't no Zombeaver though. I haven't seen Zombeaver. Zombeaver has one of my favorite quotes of all time. So there's this like boyfriend and girlfriend couple, and the dude's just a piece of shit. And so there's two scenes I'm gonna tell you about. The first one is earlier in the movie. This is probably my second favorite scene. But they're just having sex, and it was like showing two rooms or whatever, and they're just going at it. And he's like, "Oh, I feel like a Power Ranger," and I don't know why, but it killed me. I laughed so hard, and I think that's got to be your go-to line. It's it's morphin' time. We can't go any farther otherwise.
We could take that for hours. But then the second line, this is the funniest one because like I thought about it for so long. Like I was like, okay, like I already knew the movie was supposed to be a comedy, but said dude is missing like his hand or his foot. I think it's his hand. He's like bleeding. It might be his foot. He's like bleeding out in the backseat of the car and then trying to like leave the campground or wherever the fuck they're at the cabin. And his girlfriend's driving with another friend, or no, the other friend's out of the car. And he's just like not wanting to die. He's in the back like crying like that. He's like, please, I'll do anything. I'll do anything. And then like the friend gets out of the car. It's him and his girlfriend. He leans over the driver's seat to her. He's like, I'll do anything. I swear to God, I'll eat your pussy. I promise I'll eat it forever. So long. Forever. It just stinks so bad and it's so hairy. And then he just starts talking about it for like 20 seconds. And it is so just erratically out of nowhere.
Bro.
Like the whole movie is just a trip. It's like one of those like C-tier comedy horror movies, whatever. I'd watch it again. Not gonna lie.
I feel like it's too often that horror movie creators just like insert their weird sexual fixations.
Yeah. Oh, 1000%.
Like it's like why did we just take this turn towards like something completely different? Like why did we go from Friday the 13th to Sex Drive in one scene? Like what is happening?
Well, you know, it's funny you say that because something else I was gonna mention about Midsummer is there is a sex scene in Midsummer. Wasn't prepared for that. It is so egregious. Not in the sense of like they were getting hot and heavy. It's a fucking weird scene from top to bottom. Yeah. Like everything happening is weird, not okay. It seems like it was not consensual on one half. Okay. It's just weird vibes, weirdo shit. And I was like, why is this happening? Why, you know, like I guess like I get it for the plot, but I was like, why this though? Like, you know what I mean? Like why is this a thing, right?
Like, why is this the choice?
And then the movie starts rolling. Directed by Robert Eggers. I was like, God fucking damn it.
God damn you, Robert Eggers.
I was like, why are you so horny? What's the problem?
Every time it's gonna be Robert Eggers. We should have known.
Bro, I was like, God damn it. Like truly, like I was sitting on the couch, I was like, of course it's fucking Robert Eggers, dude. Like, I mean, I guess I should have known that walking into it. But another funny thing about it is like the two movies I always heard, it's like same sentence is, oh, you haven't watched any horror movies in the last 7, 8 years. You have to watch Midsummer, Hereditary. Right?
Sure.
So I watch Hereditary, blows Midsummer out the fucking water. There's only one scene in Hereditary that I can't say I didn't like it because I think that if I could turn into a GIF, it'd probably be my most used GIF of all time. But like there's this part where this lady, I'm not gonna say much, someone's possessed and they're like hiding behind like the person the camera's focusing on. And like as he turns his head to where like they were, you just get this like shot of like his head turning, camera's right here, and the character is like running on the walls. It's the goofiest shit ever, bro. Like they're like crawling and it's like stretched, like they're not actually touching it. It was so fucking funny, dude.
Grudge shit.
Yes, bro. It was so funny. Like immediately while I was watching it, I had like a Twitter quote in my mind. I was like, this GIF, and it was like me leaving Shawty's house and her man's knocks on the door, right? Like that was the first thing I thought of because it was so funny. But yeah, that needs to be a GIF that maybe it was. Maybe I missed on that 2018, 2019 around, or was Hereditary 2018, 2019, or was it before that?
I don't know exactly.
Or after then. Ago. I know that The Witch was, Midsummer is 2018.
Yeah.
So, and I think The Witch is like 2019 because I watched that as well.
Was Midsummer A24? Are they all?
Yeah, they're all these movies are A24, bro. A24 is on a fucking hot streak, dude.
Yeah, dude, A24.
They're killing, but Midsummer is not a horror movie.
Yeah, that's what you were saying.
Straight up. It's not a horror movie. Don't tell me it's
more like psychological thriller.
Yeah, it's a psychological thriller focusing on one character and all their traumas. It's got one of the most, you know how like I was telling you, like a good horror film has like a super tragic and a tragic beginning, and then it should end with something tragic as well. Like those super fucked up ending, like beginnings at the movie were like, ooh, setting the tone. The one in Midsummer's fucked. Yeah. Yeah, bro. I was like, ooh, that's rough. Like I was like, that was Florence Pugh acted her ass off. Yeah. She was going fucking nuts. Shout out Florence, dog. You Florence a bad bitch. I was going to say it to Florence Powell.
Florence Powell is, she's a knockout in anything she's in.
We said.
That's why her last name's Powell. Yeah.
She said Thunderbirds and what was the other one, bro? Thunderbirds and something else. And we were like, what are you talking about? And Doom.
And Doom.
Yeah. She said, what do you mean?
He's in Thunderbirds and Doom. Bro, have you ever seen the the meme, so off topic, but it's like my girlfriend's trying to clean up my room and she just sent me this picture saying she can't find the case for wood and it's Doom, but upside down, the disc. It's wood. It's a Doom guy with a chainsaw just chopping down trees, dude.
That's so awful.
It's like the next level of Minecraft. It's gonna be that much better.
Hey.
Dude, that's something that I've been thinking about a lot lately. So you know how there's like the Doom generation, like that's like our kind of like our parents' generation. That is like they just want to, like, when it comes to gaming or when it comes to like, I mean, a lot of tasks really, it's like just throw me in front of the work and just let me at it, right? Like just give me a gun, point me in a direction, give me some monsters, let me shoot, whatever. I was thinking about this a lot, but I feel like even though it should be us because we were the kids when it actually came out, it's really like Gen Z and even more so Gen A. We're seeing like the Minecraft generation now, I feel like, where people are like looking at everything in this like everything is a big expansive buildable project, you know what I mean? Really
okay, I get what you're saying. That because like I was gonna say, because right now I would almost even classify them as a Roblox era.
Roblox is huge too. Yeah.
Dude, people release $60 paid for games on Roblox. Is like you have to log into Roblox because they just use the game as an engine,
right?
Not as like in Minecraft is used as a sandbox. And it was a sandbox to create games and like do these things, whatever.
Roblox is like Gary's mod level.
Yeah, bro. Like they're literally just doing shit. And like I've seen videos. So like Caleb keeps asking me to get on Roblox. Caleb, you're a grown man. I'll be 30 in February and you're 26.
You can't have that beard and be on Roblox, bro. That puts you on a list immediately. Settle down.
So he keeps telling me to get on Roblox and play. There's an anime game with him. Like there's multiple.
That's even worse.
One of them is Attack on Titan.
He wants you to get on Roblox to play anime girls? That's even worse, dude.
So we'd have a talk. We'd have a talk. No, it's Attack on Titan. And so like I will say
actually like a pretty sick Attack
dude,
on Titan
it's
game?
fucking sick. Like you literally like have to shoot your what's it called? The VRM, I think it's what it's called. You have to shoot the arrows to like actually land and you have to like target at the Titans and slash. Like it's kind of fucking sick, but it's Roblox.
Yeah.
Like everything looks kind of like Attack on Titan, and then your character is Roblox. And you're like, hold on, what's going on? Like their attack frames and like the animations are like
it's Lego Attack on Titan. And
essentially, because the animations are like Bayonetta shit, dude. Like they're like hard DMC 5 level animations. You're like, what the fuck?
Are they like player made animations and stuff too? Nice. That's
so crazy. Like there's another anime one that I see clips of sometime. And it's just like a fighting one where it's like this huge like DBZ platform tournament area, and like there's like 20, 30 people just beating the shit out of each other. And you can unlock skills from anime characters. And when you do the skills, it locks you and the other person into like a cutscene. And they're like hardcore animated, bro. Like some fucking like.
So you're like doing like you're like fusing your powers together type stuff. That's
like so. Have you seen you haven't seen My Hero, right?
A little bit. I've seen like the first season.
Okay. So you know when Todoroki is in the sports tournament and he does the whole flash of the ice, like the huge one. Mm-hmm. So that's one of the moves this guy uses. And like it's like a 7-minute animation scene where like he's walking and it's like showing his character's legs and like all this energy like flying off of him, and like it's like crazy. It's all Roblox.
Bro, stop. Bro. This should at least be Bionicles. Come on.
What happened to Bionicles?
Bro, I don't know, but Bionicles were hard as fuck.
I used to have so many Bionicles.
Bionicles games, dude. Yes. I had a Bionicles racing game.
The Bionicles movies were hard too.
Yeah.
I remember my first ever Valentine.
The lore, dude, with the mask. Bionicles went hard.
The Kawatoa, some shit like that. Yeah.
I wouldn't remember any of the names, but
no, that's like the name of their race. So look, this is a deep cut. I'm not gonna say her last name. Shout out Lexi, my second grade crush, who for Christmas we bought each other gifts. I bought her I bought her a Lego set, and she bought me a Bionicle.
Hell yeah!
And I'll never forget that because it was like, damn, this is a Bionicle, and I didn't. My mom wasn't buying me none because we were broke.
Bro, speaking of Roblox into Legos, have you been seeing this Lego Batman game that's been announced for next year?
We already talked about it.
Did we talk about it on the pod?
Yeah,
bro.
Last episode. That game's gonna be fucking sick, dude. Thinking about. It's gonna be so good. It's literally Arkham Knight plus like other mechanics of other like high level games. You know what I mean? Like there's like almost some DMC like mechanics in there for like the combo finishers and shit.
Yeah, it seems like it's gonna be crazy.
It's gonna be nuts, dude. It's gonna be Lego games doing it again.
Yeah,
bro. Like,
yeah. Hopefully it's not just like stupid easy. That's like my only thing is like hopefully there's at least a way for me to play it and not be like oh, this was meant for young children
Yeah,
and it's
that's
no
real.
fun at all. You know what I mean? Like
That's very real.
hopefully there's like a difficulty slider or something, which is almost non-existent in games. Bring back difficulty sliders. Come on, we can do it.
I feel like it's more. I play a lot of RPG games that have like difficulty sliders. Like I can change the difficulty in Digimon right now. You know what I mean? Like shit like that. But I could do what you mean. I also feel like we're like locked in an age where like Souls like took off so hard that a lot of people want their games to be a little harder, so they don't add difficulties in, so people are like flatline even level. You know what I mean?
I want games like when I think of difficulty slide, I want games like Pokemon to have difficulty sliders. Like I'm like, I get it. It's for kids. It's not for me anymore. I'm hip. I get that. But like, how hard would it be for you to add a hardcore mode for me to play?
Talking about Nuzlocke.
That's like, yeah, but Nuzlocke isn't like, oh, let's make Pokemon challenging. Nuzlocke is like, let's set up all these really dumb and annoying rules.
Yeah, that's fair.
It makes it hard because you're not playing Pokemon anymore. You're playing Nuzlocke, which is this whole different thing.
What would you want it to be? Like you talking about like higher levels?
First of all, I hate that they all have XP share now. Like, I think
that's the word. Take fucking XP share out. Stop being
immediately
bitches,
get rid of XP share. I think that the battles should be significantly harder. Like I think that when I was playing like Red, Blue, like the original, Pokemon games, it's like you're actually like, yeah, it still can be pretty easy, but like there are several times where you actually might find yourself going to a gym and going, oh man, like I'm getting my ass kicked. I have to go like train up a different type. Or
as someone who's on Gym 7 and Silver right now on my GBA, like 1,000%, I agree. Like you're not setting up yourself, and the XP share takes that away. A lot of Pokemon typings, like we went from having 8 typings, right, or was it 8 or 9 typings back from the OGs to like we have 16, 18 typings right now, and like. Even me, a seasoned Pokemon fan, I've played literally every fucking generation of Pokemon, and I have to pull up the fucking typing chart when I get deep into it, because I'm like, I'm not going to remember all this shit, and some of it doesn't fucking make any sense. Like, some of it was like, back in the day, it was like, oh yeah, water beats fire, duh. Grass beats water, I guess, because it drinks water, right? You know what I mean? And then fire burns grass, duh. And now it's like, fucking fairy beats dragon, but dragon beats dragon, but
now
fairy,
you got to start to think about weird stuff like how does fairy interact with bug? You know what I mean? Like the developers have to start making weird considerations.
Bro, why is fairy weak to steel?
Yeah, I don't know. Is that supposed to be like a representation of like,
I don't know,
silver versus
that's the only thing I can think of is like silver, but then it's like, okay, are
but
fae
silver's not steel?
But fae
and
like,
fae aren't really silver. Yeah, I mean sometimes there's like is it like the iron horseshoe? That's like an Irish folklore thing that's supposed to be like, I don't know, man. I don't know enough about what I'm talking about. But either way,
Nintendo, get your shit together.
Yeah, come on. No, but and I also haven't played Legends, and I've heard that is a much better experience.
No,
for like it's not.
Legends is a shiny hunt game.
Sure,
that's all it is. It makes you feel good about yourself. You're talking about wanting a harder Pokemon experience. You'd play Legends, beat it in 20 hours, be like, what the fuck did I just waste time doing?
Sure.
Yeah. Like if you want to like play, like I will say, like if you're wanting like a Pokemon game that's going to give you like a little bit of a challenge and you have to play it, as much as I'm not trying to give them a lot of breath, because, and I'll get on the topic right now, it's Digimon's year, motherfucker. You got that? You hearing this right here from Batman? I'll say in Batman's voice, it's Digimon's year, 2025, Time Stranger. Anyways, that game is so fucking good. Scarlet and Violet, the newest iterations of Pokemon, they have 3 main games. Like when you play the game, you have the 8 gyms, you have these 5 bases that you have to raid. It's like full base raids. Where you like run in and have to battle a bunch of people, and then you battle like the boss at the end who has crazy Pokemon. And then it's like this like pseudo legendary hunt, but they all take 10 to 15 hours to complete, and you can do them all at the same time or in order, but it's like all those happen at the same time. And then when you finish, you do the Elite Four. Then when you beat the Elite Four, you can go fight all the gyms again, and they're all stronger, and then you can fight the Elite Four again. So like it's a lot of replayability more so than like making it hard. But then I don't know, I feel like my one thing with Pokemon is I want to see a lot of different types of changes in the game, just in the sense of like how the game plays, and I kind of don't so much love the direction Pokemon's taking, like with like the free movement battles. I just, in my mind, I don't see it working the way that Pokemon was always intended to work. You should almost make like a different Pokemon line game, in a sense, to make that kind of, because it's like it's just gonna be a whole new thing that just feels not Pokemon-ish.
Sure.
You know what I mean? But I think that like the way that the game works is essentially a difficulty slider as you progress mechanism, right? And
I mean, it's supposed
but
to be.
It's done so incorrectly though. There's not like there should be different types of events that happen through. There should be different types of rewards based on like how like on your acumen at this point in time. Like, yeah, you're at the 4th gym, you're gonna fight your fucking rival, but what have you done so far? How many Pokemon do you have? Let's reward you. How many like what's the average level of your Pokemon?
Sure.
Are you above, mid, average, blah blah? Let's reward you for it. Shit like that. Like,
and just so much of it could be solved by just proper scaling and getting rid of XP share.
Yeah, 1,000%. I mean, XP sharing is the biggest fucking problem they ever had.
Like you can literally like Video Game Donkey has already done this, but you can literally take your starter Pokemon and just swing and win the whole game. Like you don't have to do like I think it was Sword and Shield that he did that. You just take your starter and you just use the first attack that they get. And that's the only thing you do. You never augment anything and you win the entire game.
Yep.
And it's the most insane thing in the entire world. Like I've heard, to kind of wrap back in a few things, I've heard the same thing about some of the Final Fantasy games. Like especially some of the newer ones that they're like, that they get like annoyingly easy, but the stories are still like really good. But I've been looking into those because I know we talked about this last time. We were talking about Kingdom Hearts and the potential for that. And you have actually got me interested, brought me back around and got me interested in not only seeing what Kingdom Hearts 4 is going to do with these worlds lost to darkness, but now I also want to go play Final Fantasy games. And like, I mean, I've wanted to before, but it's just always felt like something that was like, like I'm not.
You gotta do it the OG way though. So like, as much as I want to tell you, because you have the P5, just hop on 7 remake. Don't. If you're gonna play 7, play the OG. Because the remake is a different storyline.
I know it's like a very different game because they're turning the remake into 3 full games.
Yeah, so like,
and it's like the first one is I think longer, like has like more gameplay hours.
The first one is
the original did.
Yeah, the first one is 60 hours, and it's just the city of Midgard.
Whatever, yeah.
Yeah, and Midgard is 10 hours in OG Final Fantasy 7, which is a 60-hour game.
Which is really, I mean, don't get me wrong, like that is, I can't speak to how it like holds up to the original because I'm not that fan. I haven't played it, but what I will say is, as a gamer, as a fan who has seen so many reboots happen and so many like reboots and remasters that'll happen. This isn't really reboot, it's remaster, but these things will happen like even within years of the thing coming out. It's really cool to see that they had one of the like most celebrated products in gaming history. And they could have very easily just went, here's an HD polish, pay $60. But instead they went, let's make this into like 400 hours of gaming experience to like really do it what it could be if it was made today.
Yes.
Like, I think that's really amazing. That's really cool.
Yeah, 1,000%. And I think that's why 7 remake is so fucking good because like just what you're saying, like the reason I want you to play 7 original, if you're going to play that, if you're going to go that route with your FF games is because 7 original is, it's up in the air depending on who you ask. Generalized, it's the best Final Fantasy game. When you get into the fan base, it's up between 7, 9, 6, and 7, 9, 6, and 10 are typically the 4 that are like always.
It's funny that you say that because I was literally going to say like my plan, and roast me if you have to, or I mean if there's any other ones that are like must plays, drop them in the comments, let me know. But my plan, just because of like accessibility of games and consoles and the fact that quite a few of them were like never officially released in America and like stuff like that, which of course there's I think there's you can just change language.
Well, I'll tell you this real quick. PlayStation just released every single Final Fantasy game on the PlayStation Store.
Did they?
1 through 5, like the OG SNES games, like those are all playable.
Well, that might change my opinion. But my regardless, my plan up to now was to play 6, 7, 9, and 10. And then to just kind of
you can skip over 8.
Go from there. Like, because I've heard that's what from most people, they're like, yeah, these are the best. Like,
some people
are 6, 7, 9, or 10.
Some people will literally. I'm gonna tell you right now. Some people are gonna get in our comments if we make a clip of this, and they're gonna fucking roast me and you into oblivion because they're like, "8's the fucking best, bro. Get the fuck out of here." Yeah, so like everyone fucking loves Leon, bro. Get the fuck out of here. Like,
yeah, well, and I love him in Kingdom Hearts.
Yeah, Squall Leon.
So like, that's. But and I'm sure it's great. Maybe I will get around to playing it. It's not that I don't want to. It's just that like there's just only so much time.
Bro, I say it's so much in games. I think that's really set. I think that's a really good schedule. Jesus Christ, a really solid list. 6, 7, 9, 10. You'd finish those over the course of like 5 years because I already know how you play games and like the timing at this point in time. But you'd finish those, and then you'd be like, all right, Now I need to play 15 because like 15 is like going to be the basis of the main character moving into Kingdom Hearts.
Is that Noctis? Is that okay? Because I have literally just know the only things I know about him are from Magic the Gathering, but I saw his Magic stuff and I went, this guy's hard.
Oh, bro, Noctis is hard as fuck.
This guy's cool as fuck. Yeah.
Noctis is so cool.
So I'm interested in him from a story point of view.
He was like the first FF character, and I apologize, don't quote me if I'm wrong, but he was like the first FF character to have like a major power from the start of the game. So the whole gimmick of FF15 is, first off, the game is just a drive around the country with your boys. That's the best way to explain 15.
It's like a road trip?
Yeah, it's all a road trip.
Like I heard that.
So it's like 15 is Noctis, and you are the prince of this royal country, and you're just road tripping, doing shit that your dad wants you to do in other kingdoms and shit like that. But you are, your father's dying and you're going to become the king. And you have access to this thing called the royal arms. And what it is your dad has like a huge fucking man, think about that. Royal arms. Yeah. I feel like that's like, what was that old Wii game that had the boxers?
Arms.
It was just arms.
Oh, no, that's a Switch game.
Yeah, Switch. Yeah, so where you just box whatever, blah, blah.
Arms, yeah.
And it's crazy because there's a game called Wild Arms from the PlayStation 1.
Is there?
Like it's a whole series of games, and it's a Western game with guns. Makes no sense why it's called Wild Arms, but it is what it is.
Red Steel. That was another Western game with guns. Word association.
That one kind of makes sense though. Steel, that it's covered in red. Either it's rust or blood.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But what was I just saying?
Talking about Noctis. He was driving around.
Jesus Christ, yeah, we were. Guys, this is what happens when you are off of the gloriously glorious. What can I say?
It's glorious for sure.
It's for sure glorious. Look at these eyes.
Yeah,
See the darkness.
You look a little bit like with the suit and the mask on. You look a little bit like a Roman Sionis Batman. Like a different take on it, especially because the Battinson cowl's got kind of like a skull vibe to it too.
Yeah,
you know?
No, it does have a skullish vibe to it, 100%.
Like if you took the ears off of that, it's a black mask for sure.
Yeah, 1,000%. Just a black skull mask. Yep. Yeah. No, 1,000%. What's that fucking dude's name? He was an Avenger Civil War or a Captain America Civil War. Skull and crossbones.
I can only think of Red Skull.
Yeah,
not him.
Crossbones at the beginning of the movie. That's the guy who blows up the building that like Cap.
Oh, his name's Crossbones?
Yeah,
oh, okay.
Yeah. He's some low tier fucking stupid shitty guy.
I've not kept up with Marvel in so long.
That's so.
I've been seeing this complaint a lot recently, and I think it's very true. Where people are basically they're saying that the thing that is really hard with Marvel right now is that there's a lot of really really great properties, but they have a really hard time of making everything. Like they have a really hard time of making everything feel like a cohesive unit. Yeah. Like they tell you it's a cohesive unit, but it doesn't like feel like it. Yeah. Whereas like, I mean, not to, I'm a DC fanboy, I'm a DC shill, so you can't really take what I say with a grain of salt, but like it does to me feel like whether we're talking about the comic books or the new DCU, like it feels like everything that I'm seeing right now is so like cohesive. It's like, it feels like all of these creatives are working together to bring to light something really, really cool. Whereas on the other side, it sometimes feels like everybody's got their own idea and they're all making it happen. And then we're coming together afterwards to be like, okay, now how do they all fit together? No,
100%. And I think the biggest issue is and I'll say this preface, I have faith in Bob Iger. I know that's super crazy. It's the guy who took over Disney last year. The first thing he did when he took over.
What do I know him from?
He was like a huge Disney exec, and now he's like the actual president. Sure. The first thing he did is he slimmed Marvel down. He said, y'all are pumping out too much content. You don't know what the fuck you're doing. Dude. It's not hitting the same at all. Dude. He slimmed. So when he got hired, he canceled 4 movies. And then immediately canceled 5 TV shows.
And that sucks because that is like actual jobs for people that are, because they're already in process. But like, yeah, they probably should not have been in process. A lot of this stuff there's way too much happening. That was one of my favorite things from Jimmy Gunn when he took over. Was one of the first things he said was he was like, yeah, we're not going to rush to get these projects out. We're not going to be focused on doing these. Like, he's like, it's just too much. What we're seeing in superhero media is too much. Projects are being rushed. And the market is being like oversaturated.
That comes all from Marvel. Like truly, like I would say, like everyone else, like bro, if Image wanted to start their own like cinematic universe and gave us a movie every 2 to 3 years, they would start shitting on Marvel too, because like they don't have to. For the most part, I mean, like in the sense, if the movies are done well,
if they did it right, but I I love Image and I read so much of their stuff and their comics. There's a lot of great comics nowadays, but every time I hear any of those Image guys talk about stuff, and like, love you guys, sorry, but like anytime I hear them talk about stuff, it's like, you're just so determined to bring this like 90s edge into it that is just not good. It's just, it doesn't need it. Like I think that if they could make a Spawn universe movie thing happen right now, it could go so hard as long as they could like grow it up a little bit.
Yeah.
And just let go of like for example, Rob Liefeld's Youngbloods got like a comic book reprint not that long ago. And I remember that from my childhood, and I'd never really read Youngbloods, but I remembered I had some of the action figures. 'Cause my dad had comics, a lot of Image comics, and I remember thinking like some of the characters like Die Hard was like really cool, and and I just thought some of them were really sweet. So I was like, oh, the new rerun of Youngbloods, I'll pick that up, check it out, whatever. And just like immediately into reading it, like there's like stuff where it's like the leader of the team is Shaft is this hot shot assassin mercenary guy who like is like super famous and he's got this model girlfriend and then it like cuts to Chapel and he's like climbing out of bed with these ladies basically being like, sorry babe, I gotta go fucking meet up with my it's just so like 90s edgelord like the whole time.
Unfortunately,
so gross.
There is a huge market in America for people who like that shit.
And there is, dude. But it just, the whole time I was reading it, it felt like something I was like, yes, in the 90s, you would have read this and you would have been like, fucking rad, dude. Yeah. This is so, Chapel's the man. Like you would have thought it was cool. And like, I mean, dude, like even like, I'll like give Liefeld credit. Like he was like taking Chapel, who was a main character in the series, had his own series, was a black dude and was badass. And that was like, not very common at the time, you know what I mean? Like he was doing some really cool stuff, but then you just like looking at the stories now and the writing now, I'm like, some of this didn't age as well as, you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
Like some of it just doesn't, it doesn't read like Alan Moore to me, you know what I mean? It's not.
Hold on. Well, now you're comparing.
I know. But that's, I'm just saying, you know what I mean? Like it's a far cry from that. But yeah, Alan Moore's the GOAT. So like, respectfully, nobody should be compared to that, but.
No, I feel you. I mean, all I was trying to say though is like, if they picked like 3 titles, cohesively wrote the scripts together and released them in a proper time frame, they would garnish more attention.
I agree.
Than Marvel right now, just from the sense that Marvel's fucking up. But I mean, you said it like you knocked it right on the fucking head though. It really is just coming down to their cohesion in what they're doing and how many people they have working there. Like too many cooks in the kitchen makes bad soup, right? So it's for like sure. we can't have all this shit going on. I will say, however, if motherfuckers don't hit me up to pick up Bat Squirrel, I don't know. Bat Squirrel might have been the coldest idea I ever. I was listening to the episode today and I was like, damn, I really came up with that. I put my foot in that idea, bro.
That's your amalgam crossover, Squirrel Girl, Batman.
No.
No, I'm just saying that's what it's going to be pitched as. Yeah.
I'll tell them. Here's the pitch right now. A family of squirrels is being raided by a fox who comes to save them in the dead of the night with the lightning strikes. Bat squirrel.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
And it's nothing else besides a bunch of chittering.
What kind of animal is the Joker? Did we determine this already?
A weasel.
He's a weasel?
More specifically, a stoat.
Okay. That's pretty good. Does he have a painted face?
He has blood all over his face that has stained his maw red. Okay. And let's say he has some green on the top of him from his psychopathic stalking. So he's always rubbing on like plants. So they've turned some green on him.
Okay. So he's bloody and moldy.
Yeah.
Got you. All right. What about the other villains? What is Bane?
Something Bane's got to be like a chipmunk that's off the shits. That's just getting that gets as big as a squirrel. You know what I mean? like I don't know exactly what we're going to do.
See, I was thinking like a badger, like something big already in comparison to them. But I guess Bane is like, I mean, he is big, but then he just gets much bigger.
Yeah. And that's what I was thinking is like, like it's a squirrel, right? You're not worried about the chipmunk, then the chipmunk's bigger than you. You're like, oh fuck, hold on. Because like when I think of a badger, I'm thinking of like, is Tombstone his name?
From Spider-Man?
Not Tombstone. Fuck yeah, I knew that wasn't the right name. What's the fucking guy's name, dude?
Solomon Grundy?
Yes, Solomon Grundy. In my mind, I'm like seeing Solomon's face, and I was like, Tombstone. Tombstone.
He could also be a big ass angry possum because he plays dead and then gets back up.
Yeah, that's very true. That is very true. And then when you look at Poison Ivy, obviously Poison Ivy is gonna be a snake.
Sure, that makes
You know
sense.
what I mean? Yeah.
Poison Ivy is some poison ivy.
Yeah. I mean, fuck it, sentient poison ivy that's like taking over the forest.
Oh yeah.
And then that's how the chipmunk's getting all fucking ramped up.
Bro.
She has like wraps around him. He starts to rash out and his body inflames. So he
Yeah. And I know we're talking DC, but now I just want to add a crossover and just tell stories about Spider Squirrel because that is hilarious too. But Sam Raimi style, where he got webs coming out of his wrists.
Speaking of Sam Raimi, did you see his new horror movie trailer came out today?
No, I didn't.
Dude,
I
what's
do
it
like
called?
Sam Raimi's movies.
It's like Send Help or some shit like that. I think I fucked up the title. I'm so sorry. I won't look it up because I don't have my phone on me. It is a movie about this woman who absolutely hates her job. Her boss is a piece of shit, treats her like shit, whatever, blah, blah. It's Dylan O'Brien is the boss. The woman's name is, I'm so bad with people's names. I only remember Dylan O'Brien because I unfortunately watched Teen Wolf as high school and going to college. Yeah.
Not the good one either.
Not the good one.
You didn't name
not
drop
the good
Michael
one.
J. Fox.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, I know. I'm attesting to my crimes. No,
I was obsessed. Like little side note, a little just like a window into my life. When I was a little kid, I was obsessed with Teen Wolf. Like that was one of the movies, like the Michael J. Fox one. That was one of the movies that I like insisted my dad play for me on repeat.
You're like, turn that shit back on.
Dude, it was like he would werewolf dunk and then he's surfing USA on top of the van, bro. I was sold.
You're like, yeah, I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm here for it. I feel
I
that.
wanted to be a Teen Wolf, dude.
Yeah, I wasn't watching the good Teen Wolf.
I never watched the drama one.
Don't.
And it doesn't have anything to do with the original. Like,
No.
is it like even a licensing deal,
No.
or is it just the same name?
It's just
It's the same name.
Yeah, just a Teen Wolf.
Because like I didn't know if it was like a Riverdale situation where they were like, oh, what if we made this dark?
As far as
You
I
know
know,
what I mean?
no, the names are all different. So like, I could be wrong, but
Sure.
I really hope not.
Yeah,
I really hope not.
Riverdale should not have worked, and I've only seen a little bit of it, so I don't know if it continued to work. But at the beginning, it worked.
I think Riverdale. Yeah, I don't think it does anymore. I think Riverdale worked for the fact that it wasn't Riverdale. It was just the characters of Riverdale. And people were like,
Yeah.
I kind of like this idea, right? You know what I mean? Like how we're talking about fucking Bat Squirrel. Like, right? Just take the characters and put them in a completely different situation where it's not even the same fucking people.
Yeah.
And sometimes it can work. It's just about the catharticism behind what you're doing in the story, right?
Well,
Like
Zach is Jughead. That's crazy. Not Cody.
Crazy.
Cody was the Jughead in Sweet Life.
I know.
That's crazy. How the tables.
You know what's crazy about it too is the guy, I think it was Cody, is an anthropologist and archaeologist now.
Yeah, it's I don't know which ones. I think it's Dylan and Cole. I don't know which one is which. I want to say Dylan was Cody, who is no longer acting, but I could be way wrong. The Sprouse brothers.
The Sprouse
one of them
brothers,
that played Cody is no longer an actor.
And he's an anthropologist and paleontologist like that.
Yeah. And then the other one is a very accomplished actor.
Very accomplished,
A
yeah.
very, very good actor. Yeah.
Yeah, straight up.
I think they're both very good actors. I think the one guy just was obviously less interested in it.
Yeah. I also think it's kind of crazy that like some of the breakthrough actress and actresses from Sweet Life never made it through. Like Brenda Song, like no shade to Brenda Song, but like Wendy Wu came out, and I remember like being in middle school, like, yeah, Wendy Wu, Homecoming Warriors, going crazy, the mooncakes, right? Whatever. Then what happened?
I don't know. Yeah,
She was in Social Network.
I wonder, like, is there some kind of weird, like, do you think there's like a club of like the like B-list Disney stars? Like the people, like it's like Brenda Song and
Ashley Tisdale
and like Jackson from Hannah Montana.
Bro, you know what's crazy about Jackson from Hannah Montana? He was like 30 when they started recording that show. That's crazy, Disney.
Absolutely
Like
crazy.
that's
movie magic.
I fucking guess. So, Moises Aries was pretty old when they were shooting those two.
That's Rico, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's,
He was like in his 20s or some shit like that.
That's
supposed to be
crazy.
playing a fucking 12-year-old, 13-year-old, whatever, right?
You know, I still will never know. Speaking of that, I remember when we were kids, the Andy Milonakis show came out.
Us me, Andy
And there was-
Milonakis.
I love Andy Milonakis, but there was always this like rumor, this myth. I don't know if it's true or not, but there was this myth that Andy Milonakis was like a fully grown old man at the time of filming his show, but he had some kind of situation where he just like looked like a kid, like what for whatever reason, I don't know. Like I think when we were kids, because this was like typical 90s shitty situation, people were like, he's got a disease. But like now we're like, that's fucking
he just looked boyish. He was in his mid-20s.
I was gonna say, but I'm pretty sure that like looking back on it now, I think he was like 19 or something when they first started the show. Like I think he was pretty young.
So I think the show started in like 2000.
But you can look at him now and see like, oh, you look pretty much the same, just like older.
Yeah, too bad we don't have Michael here to show us right now. Rest in peace. Yeah. I think the show started in like 04. If I'm correct right now, Andy's between like 47 and 52.
Sure.
Yeah, because
that's a weird range you just chose.
Because I want to say he's 48 or he's 51. I know that those are both random numbers, but I could be completely wrong. Work? I have no idea. We're here.
That's the weirdest. You're like he's either 48 or 51. These two numbers not next to each other, just floating in space.
Because those are the two numbers that I feel like those are the numbers I see associated in my mind when I like. Okay, so like I have like not. Photographic memory, but like I try to recollect images and like try to put things together when I think about them. So like I'm thinking of like almost like what did the Google Wikipedia excerpt say his age was last time you looked at Andy Milonakis? Because I did have a conversation like this like 6-7 months ago because I love the Andy Milonakis show. I always think about the episode with Little John's chalice and he just keeps eating Fruity Pebbles out of it. Like I always think about that skit and I don't know why. Like truly at least once a week I'm just like, yeah, Little John. What? Yeah. Eating a bowl of cereal out of the chalice. I don't know. Here we are. Oh Lord. What was another good one too back then? You know what, another TV show that shouldn't have existed that, you know, like just kind of didn't make sense? Next.
Dude, Next was crazy. So me and my girlfriend actually like this was like a few months ago, like probably like 6 months ago now. Mm-hmm. But we were like going through, maybe even before. It might have been before my son was born. Actually, I don't remember. But anyways, we were going through like just somehow we had just gotten onto this rabbit hole of old MTV shows. Like we were just looking through them, and Next was one of them, and we watched a few episodes of it, and it was like a fever dream. Like, it was such a trip watching. Like I felt repeatedly like I was like, this isn't going to make any sense, but stick with me. Watching Next is like the cinematic experience of being blackout drunk and getting thrown out of the bar and sneaking back in just to get thrown out again over and over and over. It was like, what is happening? Like,
that's so real. What about Parental Control, bro?
Bro, we didn't watch that, but that was what also popped in my head. We were watching Next and I went, do you remember Parental Control? And all I remember specifically, whenever I think of Parental Control, I remember this one guy, it was the boyfriend that the parents desperately wanted their daughter to get away from, right? And one of his things was that they would go out to eat at restaurants and he would buy her meal. He wanted to save money, so he would buy her meal, which I was like, oh, that's surprising. But then he would bring his own food and he would just like stash it in his pockets in sandwich bags, and he would eat it. And it was like, and of course they do like the like stage like reenactment of this stuff to like show you when it's happening. But it's like a scene of them eating at a restaurant, and this dude like bends over all sneaky and is pulling shredded chicken out of a sandwich baggie in his pocket, dude. And there's just like this girl's like, yeah, he's not the best, but I love him. You know, like
I fucking hate
girls. What are we doing?
Yeah,
ladies, what are we doing? Oh my God.
Oh man. Well, that shows them, dude. I just don't understand how that kind of shit existed, and like how people were just approving shit like that,
dude.
I mean, dude. Fuck. Here we are.
Somehow here we are.
Yeah, I don't know how
we've gotten past Parental Control and Next and all the way to Beast Games.
Yeah.
And somehow we're still here.
Don't even start. In 20 years from now, it'll be the Water Wars. You sent me that screenshot. That shit was so funny.
Oh my God.
Anyways, we love you. As always. We'll see you next Tuesday.